through, bring your friends. In my late night with no trends. Let the good times roll to the party. Let the good times roll to the party. So we're doing it again. And if you roll through, bring your friends. In my late night with no trends. Let the good times roll to the party. Let the good times roll to the party. And if you roll through, bring your friends. In my late night with no trends. Let the good times roll to the party.
Yo, good morning. What up, family? Taking a quick look at NQ this morning. About to jump through and get some headlines as well. Still got 15 minutes out till the open. A few things have me leaning bearish. Obviously, I don't want to fight this momentum, but a few things have me leaning bearish. I might just not partake in that and see what kind of recovery we look for later. I feel a little late to this, but we'll see how we open. Couple interesting things happening. We'll take a look at this though. We've kind of met our targets for the week already as well. Definitely possible we extend past them. Let me just pull up our news channel real quick. See what we got overnight here. Well, most recently we had jobless claims, actual 241K, forecast 223, previous 222. Continued jobless claims, 0.916, beating forecast and previous by about 100K. So as expected, you guys know I'm big on the unemployment going up. Have been very big on the unemployment going up for about a year now, maybe a little longer. So just continued data pushing us that way. Good to see. Let me see what else we have overnight here. Nothing crazy, it seems. UK manufacturing, I don't really care about that. Bank of Japan. The timing of underlying inflation to achieve 2% goal will be somewhat delayed. I have to double check what their inflation's at. I'm not worried about that right now though. Yeah, pretty quiet night. All I've heard is that there was the advancements on the deal with Ukraine last night. That Trump made comments on the natural resources deal or agreement or whatever they got there. I didn't get any specifics. I don't know if they dropped the specifics of that deal yet, but we'll take a look at that a little later. Oh man, are we live to the public? Did I fuck up? We are. Alright. Well, what up, other people? What's going on, Devin, Saucin, Free Zone Lou in the chat? What's good, guys? I didn't even realize I messed that up. Anyway, let me see more headlines from last night. Let me see. I'm trying to find more details on this deal here. Give me 1 second. See if I could pull from, could pull from some headlines. Pull more details about Ukraine. the old stream. Lithium, titanium, graphite. We committed to providing finance and military assistance. Yeah, we okay. But is there details on this, like numbers? Alright, it doesn't seem like there's numbers on this. I kind of wish there was numbers on this. It's kind of actually odd that Trump's not out there, like, fucking slinging these details around. But okay, that's fine. I thought it was abnormal. Yeah, I usually we're live Tuesday through Thursday in the community, but I guess we're here. I'm not really expecting too much from today anyway, so, I mean, sorry to bore you guys. Just kind of what it's gonna be. We had a beautiful move yesterday, a move that kind of superseded my expectations. Of course, in this, market, you never know with volatility. I was long yesterday, and again, most of this week we were looking for this wick at like 9,000 here, or 19,900, I mean, on CFDs. The pricing on futures for this, which is what I primarily trade, but I don't pay for trading view data here. What the hell is this wick? It's like 20. Actually, technically, we didn't fill a wick on futures. Let me see. Not quite as much, but it's the wick up there at 20k. This is pushed above it on futures. We like almost pretty much created almost a perfect double top. I have to really zoom in to see. But we pushed this wick, and that's all that really matters. Again, we might continue higher today. I don't see why we really wouldn't. Some technicals I'm looking at. Maybe if this wants to turn around, I'd like to get buys down here, if I can. If I'm going to be a buyer, I'm not really trying to play all the way up here at this point. Again, there's a couple of technicals here that would make me lean towards like sells. Like you have this 2-hour live OB that we're testing back in right now. There's like multiple 15-minute and 5-minute OBs. Again, you're taking a lot of liquidity above like these highs into a major area. It could definitely fall. It could definitely fall. I don't know if I want to play to the short side, because if I lose on this, it's just going to be annoying. I would much rather try to get some buys if this does spill over, potentially internally. I would like to play down here. That's what I would like to do today, if I'm going to play at all. Again, yesterday was a great day. I got out with some good money yesterday. There's no real need for me to push the button today. I think, again, typically after you get a very one-directional day like this, and a pretty active Asian session, I don't have crazy hopes for New York session here. And I don't think we have much news catalyst, right? We have NFP tomorrow. Yeah, there's not much New York news here. ISM numbers coming out 10. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we'll go live tomorrow. Tomorrow is NFP, right? A quick little NFP stream on. Unemployment still at 4.2. NFP forecasted 130 to a prior 228. I would love to see this come back up to 4.3. You give me 4.4 on this, and I might cry tears of joy. I would love to see this start going up. Love to see this start going up. Anyway, we're still 8 minutes out from the open. We'll take a quick look at some other stuff. I know gold has taken major higher time frame liquidity levels. Hold on, music's a little loud on my side. I was vibing this dark techno playlist, but a little loud now. Yeah, gold I think still doesn't interest me until we take below here. As much as I would like for it to come take this like buy side liquidity. Again, we kind of discussed when price was back up here that I would love pullbacks below these old reaccumulations that just have no liquidity grabs, man. And we were kind of just building up against the support, eating away at it. I was kind of hoping we would push up here before breaking lower. That was kind of my greed of give me another entry before we actually spill down. Didn't really get that. We were looking at some buys yesterday, which again did kind of work out for a day, but they obviously did not hold overnight. Nor did we really try to care for holding overnight. But I still don't think I would play this quite yet. Yes, there's an alert there. Yeah, I still think I would like to see this dip below 3180s. And then even then, I don't know if I'm a buyer right there. I mean, you have like loan candles down here you can move to. Honestly, for me, this is like just sell anytime it clears. Some nicer, higher buy-side liquidity. Again, maybe you get something that prints above here. Be careful though if we close above that level. Honestly, you know what? Let me know. Let me know if we take this. As long as we haven't taken this range yet, I'm open to like continuation sells on this. I'll be skeptical up here, but I'll take execution models. Alright, let me just see what NASDAQ is doing here at the open. Like I said, I'm not expecting too much from the day. Yeah, I've been back in the game, bro. Hold on, let me catch up with chat here. That I was backpacking in Japan somewhere? No, not yet. But if Mark has his way, if you don't even call me the next week or so, I'm sure we'll be going to Japan at some point. Actually, I gotta call him anyway. See how his Q1 ended. Alright, we're still 5 minutes out from the open. Let me know what you guys are looking at, though. There's been quiet on the headline. Quiet on the headline so far. Alright, enough dark techno here. Give me something else. Give me something else. Good vibe for the open here. Samurai Ibiza mix. Let me see. YouTube. Seeing a lighter. No deep, no dark. Why is every playlist deep and dark? Where's like the light and vibey? Alright, still 3 minutes out from the open here. Okay, oil doing a nice little V shape here. Need something like this on lower time frame NASDAQ this morning. Yeah, this is really just not in a spot to trade either. Again, I would be looking for sell side continuations on this stuff. I really had no interest in trading oil. We've looked at it a few times this week, like ideas, but I really have no interest in this. This was like really something you should have just went short on as Trump came into office and then just left it alone afterwards. There really is just gonna be, I mean, even like Saudi Arabia put out like a statement saying they could sustain like lower oil prices, which is true, because like they're not even like really stressed for like capital for any reason, so they're not really gonna hurt by it. But even they're like, yeah, like we're okay with like lower oil prices. And again, Trump is gonna be very, you know, drill baby drill, as like just an easy way to put it. So again, supply is just gonna be in a better spot than under like more left-leaning policies. Probably should have just literally just like went short the second he got into office and just left it alone. Kind of a fuck up on my part in the macro. Alright, let's see what the open does for us here. Usually I don't play the first 5 minutes, let the opening range establish itself. Chat, you quiet, what's good? Are we looking at any setups? Alright, baby, here we go. Oh, give me just a spike candle. Again, there are a few reasons why I like this technically to the sell side. I really don't like fighting the momentum, but again, there's a few reasons I highlighted before for people. You do like the 2-hour live OB, which you're retesting and reacting off of now. And on other time frames, you have like the 15-minute, the 5-minute, all engulfing candles supported by volume at the climax. Some of them taking very low and weak liquidity buildups up here. I wouldn't mind this spilling over. Again, I don't know if I'll take this out specifically. I would kind of need a good execution here 5 minutes after the open, but I do expect it to tumble at least to the 750s here, or on futures like lower 800s, 812, 810, something like that. She's not gonna give me that little bit of a better liquidity grab though. Technically, I do already have a combine that's short from up here, but a combine is not real money, so nobody really cares about that. But and as far as my XFAs go, I'm not in any position, so that's usually what matters most to people. Combines I'll take riskier setups on because I generally don't actually care about them. I play them more aggressive, I play them more risky. If I was curious, I did take that on the formation of the 5 minute. I thought I was gonna get taken out break even at the open here. Alright, we'll see if we get that buy side after we take the range lows here. I could also play internally. I'm sure there's a lot of people like looking below like some of these lows. Again, could be a good area. Again, we're looking at continuations, so internally is usually the best spot. Especially if you're getting like nice absorption, really high volume into these areas. I would prefer down here, because I'm just a greedy bastard. But alright, we got some headlines. White House advisor Miller does not commit to tax relief for small businesses. Not something that we generally care about. Kind of a headline, just fucking the small folk, huh? No tax relief for small businesses. Meanwhile, I'm sure if Apple or Amazon asked for something, they'd be like, "Hell yeah, we got you. What do you need?" Speaking of which, you could actually check. Forget what's it like? US 2000? Yeah, the Russell here. If you take a look at like, and I know some of you probably it's very obvious you know what this is. But if you've never looked at the Russell, it might be a little confusing, I guess. If obviously you have the S&P, the Dow, top 30, top 30 companies, quote unquote top 30, whatever. All right, the Nasdaq, which houses 500, so on and so forth. This is 2,000, I think, up to 2,000, like smaller businesses, better representation of small businesses. If you notice, it doesn't have the same rise that things like US 30 and all the top bigger companies, bigger indexes got yesterday. Obviously, Nasdaq benefited the most in terms of like point movement, but if you notice, the Russell doesn't have that. All right, because it's just always the small companies getting fucked, basically. Again, nothing that is being perceived as good for big tech is being perceived as good for the smaller businesses that make up our economy. As I say, big bank eats small bank, right? Let's see, just looking at Nas right now, waiting to see if it's going to sell off from the imbalance. Well, I mean, it did. And like I said, this selling off is not a giant surprise to us. I'm just more curious about if we can play that recovery and continuation momentum. If I'm going to lose today, I would rather lose. I'd rather lose than a buy. It's easier for me to handle that loss mentally. And that's not to saying that like a counter trend trade makes me like cry in my bed. It's just a it's just when you take a sell against obvious buy side momentum, it's like what am I really doing fighting the trend, That's why I'm only in on my combines. What's good, Eric? Completely forgot about New York today? Hey man, I know you ate off those ES buys yesterday, so again, the day off warranted, man. Feel free to take the day off. Alright, still looking for the break below here if we can get one. Still playing just in the bounds of our opening range here. Actually, not to confuse you guys, I will, use that for our opening range, I guess. .76 opening range. You took a loss. I also took a loss during Asian session. It was half what I initially risked because I scaled out of it. It worked in my favor initially, then it came back, and I was like, alright, fuck this. Where did I play during Asian session here? Definitely not over here. Oh, yeah, it was right over here. I mean, the thing is, the volume's not really here on CFDs, but it's if you guys are in the Discord, you can just go back through the chat. You'll see the volume. It's way higher on futures. But I try to play the high effort erase, which I've told you guys before is not really like an Asian session execution model. You really should be using live OBs during Asian session. But I mean, it was really abnormal volume, so I said fuck it, and I took it. I started stacking contracts as we began to erase this candle. A lot of volume. Again, we came back, we erased it. I also like that it kind of grabbed like internal liquidity, kinda. Again, it wasn't fantastic, but I executed off it nonetheless, just because it caught my eye. And I think I was like 8 micros short here. Again, it moved down. I was maybe in like $180 of profit. And once this candle printed and came back up and like it was sitting me at break even, I was like, all right, I got like $400 of risk on this during Asian session, and I was like, and like again, like I'm fighting momentum. I was like, if this like, there's no reason this should have came back. It should have just continued. Took better liquidity. So I scaled out of like fucking like 5 of the contracts, left 3. Then like as it creeped up here, I was like, all right, you know what? I just cut my losses before it came for the stop loss. Which ultimately was the great decision, because again, I lost like 40% of what I initially risked. Which for me is a big win. Like, again, when you put money at risk, if you put $400 at risk, and you realize you're in a bad trade, and it's not losing $400, you only lose $200, that's a fucking win, right? I just want everybody to be clear, you know? I mean, it's a loss on your account, but it's a win in your management. At least it is in my eyes. Other people can look at that how they want to look at it, but you're gonna have losing trades, and if you can save yourself from having your normal loss by taking a reduced loss, I don't know. In my eyes, that's always been a win. But it's more of like a win in the long term when you look at your P&L at the end of the week, and maybe now at the end of the week maybe you made $300. It's like, well, it's because you saved 200. You would have only made 100, so it factors in the long term. Something a lot of people don't consider. Alright, we just basically ever so slightly swept this liquidity. Again, I'm still hoping we push about 70 more points lower here before I start entertaining any worthwhile buys. As I showed you guys before, the reasons for expecting the drop-off are multiple live OBs across multiple time frames. Let's see what we got here. Hey, it's nice to see Lou and Devin here. Hope you all been great. Yeah, I don't know if they're still on here. They might be. They might be between a few people who are alive. But yeah, shout out them boys. There was a 5-minute live OB at around midnight, I think. That's where I played myself. Yeah, I think I saw some of that too. I think even like right here there's one as well. No, that's not volume confirmed. Yeah, I definitely seen one as well, like late night. I just decided not to play it because I knew, again, just Asian session after momentum like that. Honestly, you're probably almost better off buying where I decided to stop my trade out, kind of like over here. Probably would have got swept at 3 AM if you were running super tight, but anyway. Would hurt if it was a winner though. Yeah, but I've discussed this with you guys before, man. There's always going to be regret in trading. Like, every action you take, there is regret potentially attached to it. There's nothing you can do that's potentially regret free. I'm sorry, like I might have to make like an X thread on this or something, because it doesn't matter what you do. Like, if you take a position and it runs for profits, you're gonna regret maybe not adding more. If you enter a trade and you put your stop loss too tight and it taps you out, you're gonna regret not putting it further. If you scale out of a trade, you're gonna regret scaling out if it works in your favor. You know, if you go heavy on a trade and stops you out, like, there's always regret. There's never, like, there's nothing you can do to ever combat that potential regret. The only thing you can, there is something you can do. You can just accept it. Just accept it. Like, there's literally, that's all you can do. Never make a decision because you feel like you're gonna potentially regret something, because there's the opposite side is always true. Always true. And it does suck. Like, I thought about that when I said it. I scaled out, because even when I said that, it even started moving back, like, in my favor. And of course your initial thought is, oh, did I make a mistake? And then, like, 7 minutes later it hits where your stop loss is, and at that point you're like, okay, I made the right shit. Like, you can't trade like that, man. You will drive yourself fucking crazy. I promise you. I promise you will drive yourself fucking crazy. Stoicism, man. You guys gotta learn how to recenter your mind. Don't let that shit run rampant. I do that more often. I do it sometimes. I talk myself out of it. You just gotta stay logical, man. I mean, if you see reason to be, we're getting a nice reaction here, but again, I still think we are waiting on our execution model, because nothing is shown here yet. We might print a 3-minute live. Nah, I don't know, 10 seconds. I doubt that gets the volume it needs. Yeah, I was also kind of trading pretty heavy yesterday on that MNQ, like $400 during Asian session. It's a bit much. You guys know me, that's like my max risk almost for like the day. So if I would have lost that, I potentially could have been putting myself in a bad spot for this morning session. Do I have a community to chop it up, or are you just doing lives? I mean, we have the community, like we have the paid community, which is mostly mostly for active trading live streams. Obviously, there's a community too, like y'all can chat it up and shit. And again, like, I mean, you could pay and join for that reason, but again, if you're not gonna partake in the lives and do the active trading and listen to me ramble, then again, I'm not here to show you guys that. I could care less. Yeah, we chopping it up, bro. There's no, like, free section of the community, unfortunately, because I'm not trying to deal with security in the Discord. Besides, whenever you make a free sec, people don't even talk in free sections. It's, like, pointless. People join, and it's just like, then I gotta constantly remind them to not fall for scammers in the chat. It's just annoying. Alright, let's see. US S&P manufacturing PMI, actual 50.2, forecast 50.5, previous 50.7. It's a little bit of a decline more than forecast too. These are data points I don't really care for, though. Alright, so we're delivering nice out of this liquidity grab. Again, I'm still not partaking in this. It would have been nice if this 3-minute candle had more volume. I would have probably been open to taking this, but there was no other execution model here for me. Yeah, even the 5-minute didn't engulf. Again, I'm being picky. If this runs without me, so be it. Again, I wanted lower. Let me see what else we have. I was in that NAS cell with you, but on phone. But on phone it defaults to practice account. Your Top Step X defaults to the practice account? It should just default to the last account you were trading on, no? I've never had to ever open Top Step and worry about it being on the wrong account, unless Again, like I was on my combine and I wanted to switch to like the 3XFAs. Gotta activate that 4th for next week too. I'm actually debating activating this 4th, and if we want to pass this next one, the 5th. I think I'm just gonna keep copy trading these 3 and just save those as like reserves. And maybe get a little bit more risky. I'm also scared too because I processed this payout, but I specifically only did 2K per account. I'm nervous about my next one. Cause I didn't get removed to live right away. And I'm kind of concerned that I might if I have another good day. I doubt they do it now just because what I left in the accounts. I mean, I guess it would be a pretty good live. I've seen less moved. I really hope they don't move me back to live though. I really, if they move me back to live on Top Step again, I'm probably, I mean, I'll keep the account and I'll trade it, but I'll probably end up stopping using Top Step all around. Although the bonuses that they're adding are pretty cool. But the bonuses don't help. And if anything, I think the bonuses like hurt me more. Like it's not what I want. Like they need to give us a better tax classification. That's all I want from them. Anything else, and I don't want to trade live with them. It's just that simple. It's that simple. I want actual futures classification. Give me my goddamn K forms, please. Drop the link. Yeah, I gotta find a way to even fucking get to chat here. I'm gonna drop 2 links. I'll drop the link to join the community if you guys want. I'm also gonna drop a link to our my Telegram channel that we have for news updates. It's a slightly delayed channel. It's 45 seconds delayed on news. Compared to our Discord bot, which delivers it right away. On average, though, we're still getting you news minutes faster than most other Telegrams. In some cases, like 30 minutes faster, which I just think is hilarious. Alright, there you go. I'll drop that and then the Telegram link. Alright, NQ still just sitting within the bounds of the opening range. Again, I would still like to play from lower. I mean, if we liquidate lower one more time, I'd be really interested in taking a buy setup. Like, get all these early buyers out of here, and I'm game. And if we start to break back above here, I don't know. I probably just end up not taking a trade today. If I'm being honest with you guys. Let's take a look at some other things real quick too, just to see if there's anything better in the market. Gold. Gold never quite made it up to my alert. Yeah, see, we're kind of just building up liquidity here. I don't know, man. I would still like one more push up if I was going to sell for this higher liquidity. A continuation. It could be like a buy, like a scalp setup here. Get us up there maybe if I can get like a low here. I really wouldn't. I don't. The thing is, I don't really trust. I don't trust anything inside of here. So like even trying to buy down here, it's like I don't trust any of this price action. actually hold. Oil still just ripping. Good for it. In YM. What direction? See, all of this took really nice internal liquidity. I still would have just preferred lower. Yeah, I don't know. Some of these candles are really nice. They just don't have the volume, and I just can't go against what I teach. Again, it's not good discipline. It's not good discipline for me as a trader. It's not good discipline for you guys that are watching. If I tell you that my confirmations are this, so then go against them. I just can't trust this, unfortunately. I really wish I could. I want to. I just can't. I would rather trust this just because it has more of my confirmation. Right? Like, we literally just spiked above these other highs. Right, we literally just spiked above this high with that candle. Closed down as an engulfing on higher volume. It's like I'd rather lose on that than to take the buy setup with no volume confirmation. I'd rather attempt like short here and then just target where again I want the market to fucking go anyway. Right? I mean, that's a 1 to 3. We could have took that, honestly. Because 1 to 3 is my criteria. So we could have. Again, I'm not going to. Like I told you guys, I'm not looking to particularly play to the short side. But if I was following the trading plan and based off the way that I trade, like that's almost every confirmation we could ask for. Honestly, I hope it goes down just to prove my point. But again, it's not something that I'm going to execute on. Especially now, because now if you're executing on it, it's a completely different trade. Now it's probably like a 1 to 1. Yeah, 1 to 1.29. Like I would not take that, but I'm sure that this idea definitely works out. At this point too, I would like slowly be like reducing my stop, to here, save myself some money if it does turn around. I mean, this is a 38 point stop down to a 25 point stop, so you're saving maybe 30-ish%, something like that. You guys know me at the math. I'm better at guessing than I am. But yeah, it's like 30, it's a little less than 30%. It's more like 20, 25-ish%. Yeah, see, look, NQ 3 minute is attempting for the sell. That's what I'm saying. See, look, there's already people in chat looking at the same thing. Again, maybe it doesn't work out. Maybe we're wrong. But I'd rather lose on this than the buy setup, which isn't confirmed by volume. That's really just my point. You know. Again, not every trade's gonna work out. This one could absolutely fail. I hope it doesn't, because I want to catch this buy if it sets up. Go into end of day. Then NFP can erase it tomorrow if it wants to. Eric, did you take that, man? At this point, I definitely continue reducing my risk. At this point, I would maybe even go risk-free, because this is already running as like halfway to TP, close to halfway to TP. Probably just go break, risk-free on that. I would, at the very least, I would reduce my risk, save a few extra bucks. Yeah, I wasn't ready for this. By the time I seen it and was like explaining it to you guys, it was already moving. unfortunate. It almost printed on the 1 minute too. It's technically not an engulfing up there though. Yeah, it's just drip, drip, drip ever since then. My combine survived that? Oh, my combine did. Dude, my stop was at 9999.75. It came as high as 99998.25. That's 1.1.5 ticks. Wow. It's crazy. Little stupid one micro though. We're making like $200 off that right now. Alright, so like I said, man, we're looking to take out these early buyers before we do anything to the buy side. So I'm sure there's a bunch of people with stop losses below here that were buying this initial recovery from the liquidation. Again, not that this liquidity was bad. Again, it might even still hold for these guys by some miracle. But true range liquidity is down here, and that is what I'm more interested in trading from. Yeah, not every liquidity area is going to be good for sustainable price action, especially when you don't get a good execution model off of it. So, again, those people that were executing off of there, at this point, either are getting ticked out or are starting to consider getting ticked out. And again, if you were in this sell at this point, you would 150% be break even. I'll be a little salty if it runs, because I was watching ES for the same play. Can't be futures. Imagine having to deal with. I mean, we do. Oh wow! Look at the fucking. Look at the. Oh, it's at 10 a.m. open. Yeah, having no spread is like fantastic. Honestly, this 10 a.m. open makes me concerned for buy side action though. Now, you guys know how I don't like candles that open immediately one direction like that. Because now this is probably this has already made its wick to the upside. If this starts erasing down, it's gonna be tough to fight against the optics of that, because this is no wick to the downside, so it's like this could just be the upward test. And I mean, fuck, if this wants to run to the sell side today and not hold the true range, I mean, we could erase most of yesterday. We can definitely take this out, which I guess would suck, because that would mean I'm not trading today. So kinda hoping that's not the case, but it's gonna be really tough if this hour candle now starts closing down or going down. Because again, the optics of it, it's gonna be tough to fight in all time frames. 15-minute looks like it's already erasing here. It's gonna look just terrible across all time frames because of the way it opened. That's also the type of move that suckers people right in that just got stopped out. They're the type of move that like stops people out here and moves up. Those people get all fucking excited. They're like, "Oh man, I just got stopped out." They retake it, reliquidates them one more time. Yeah, we'll see though. I don't like that open. I don't like that open. I think it's gonna be tough to buy into that if we do move down to where I want. Best case scenario for this is for this just to go up and leave no wick to the downside, and to convert back in the PM session. But either way, I'm gonna be watching down here below 755, 750s. There has not been a headline here for 15 minutes, which is makes for a boring day. Alright, I'm gonna do some scrolling here on X. If there's anything in the broader trading community that's worth talking about. Does not seem like there's much going on. At 1 to 1,000, 1,167 risk to reward ratio. Let's go. Fucking better than all the Twitter gurus. Gonna look like impressed. He's just gonna range some more. I mean, again, after the day we had yesterday, I'm not all that surprised. I usually give the markets to about 10:45 to give me a signal. At least for stream, but the markets love to wait until I get right off stream to print something. Yeah, it looks like we're just gonna keep bouncing from this level. I mean, I really just don't like the price action down there. Don't like the way the hour opens. I really would have loved this grab down at 750. I can see why we're bouncing. I mean, again, we are playing like the LP. This didn't even really take it as much as it built up more. And again, this might just be a range-bound day where we really don't accomplish anything either which direction, or like this just keeps building up against here, coming back down. Again, maybe by the end of the day, we'll probably get like an end of the day push like we've been getting. And we just like keep bouncing up here, liquidate this again, and just keep doing something like this until the end of the day, where it does this little end of the day celebratory push. I'm sure we have maybe even like earnings later today. I wouldn't doubt. Something that pushes this shit higher into the close. Again, I wanted a little bit lower. I really did not want to play the opening of the 10 a.m. candle like that. I'm gonna remain patient myself again. Like I don't mind not pushing the button for the day. Again, I had a great day yesterday. I'm up on the week. There's no reason for me to chase a trade when I'm up on the week in the XFAs. And just processed a withdrawal. Like I'm got both money on the way to the account, and we're up on the week in the account after the withdrawal. Like I'm good, chilling. It's a good week for me. Oh, what's good, Matt? It took some time. Oh, my condolences, my brother. I've been back trading for the last week though. Definitely need to tap back in with you. Thoughts on 4-hour close? Closes in engulfing with higher volume. Well, maybe. Hold on. Let me check the futures chart on Top Step. Yeah, it did. Yeah, so there's a few things I talked about before, Matt. Like there was the reason I'm even like looking or was looking bearish at least to this like stupid range liquidity. Like we also had a 2-hour live OB, so they're saying like there was a couple of live OBs. Like we have the 4-hour that closed We have the 2-hour that closed here. We had like the 15-minute that closed up here. Like there were a lot of like live OBs to the downside. There's the 5-minute here, so yeah, I do think that we potentially see a little lower. I don't know how far that 4-hour one will like play out. Again, I mean, if this 1-hour candle does turn around, like I kind of talked about before, we could fall as far as like 19,504 on the CFDs here, which is like below this other 1-hour candle. So again, like if this higher time frame stuff does want to play, like we're probably doomed for at least like a corrective move like this. I'm kind of hoping that we just get a mostly like range bound day today though, and then like maybe we just spike down here off like NFP or before NFP, and then we just continue higher. Again, because I would rather bet on the continuation than the reversal. But again, we've taken nice liquidity too. I mean, like we're in a great spot for a turnaround. Like no better liquidity area other than maybe, I don't even know. If we push up with that, we'll probably fill that. Yeah, I mean, like this is like the area to do it, man. If we're gonna turn around, like this is probably like the liquidity area we would expect that to happen. So. Again, I don't hate it. I'm just, again, I'd just rather buy. But I can see the vision. Like if I think this is gonna fill out, we'll take this loan candle and shit. I'll be selling during Asian session. Don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna not take the trade. But yeah, I just don't know if the 4-hour will fully play out. I'll be honest. I don't like it when there's that many time frames in alignment. I don't like the 4-hour, 2-hour, 15-minute, 5-minute aligning. You'll go on like Twitter or X or Reddit or YouTube, and like people will tell you like, oh you want all your time frames to align. I don't really like that. That like makes me think that I'm seeing something that is just not actually there. Again, that's just my perspective of it. Y'all are free to have your own counter perspectives, though. Might set a limit on MNQ 15-minute OB for the cope. I've been buying stock like crazy past couple of weeks. Yeah, bro. I mean, listen. I know you've been holding Tesla with me too. I don't know if you ever scaled some off of Tesla. Hopefully you did and like reallocated it. I mean, if not, we're still up anyway. We could care less since we're in from like 180. But yeah, we caught that nice move from like 180 all the way up to like 460s, and again, like that was my TP. I told you guys like we'll see you at like 4 whatever it was, 450 or above. You know, so like I sold some of mine there. I've reallocated that cash into like longer term stuff like QQQ though. So it's like I kind of like took it out of my. Like, not that my stocks aren't long-term, like, I've been holding Tesla much longer than 180. My average price on Tesla is fucking disgusting, because I've been slowly investing into it like Bitcoin over the years since, like, 2017, so, like, it's split, it's done a bunch of shit since I've bought some of my original shares. But I constantly scale out of these over time and then put them into other things that are even more long-term. I would like to grab maybe more. I don't know if I have cash. I don't think I have cash just sitting right now. But I know I have USDC sitting in Coinbase, but that's about it. All right, Nasdaq still coming back down, man. We might still get our play. Again, we're sitting here just stalking it, man. And not falling for these false signals. Still waiting for our liquidity levels to get taken. I don't know why this line got deleted. I took some off, nothing too crazy, but also putting some into a Roth IRA. Yeah, man, max that shit out. Max that shit out while you can, man. As long as you below that income level, max that shit the fuck out. Yeah, listen, I would encourage you guys, for those of you that are like, oh, I need to get into stocks or stuff like that. I mean, just get into something that's outside of trading. Because let me tell you guys, like, when I left the workforce in like 2020, I went like from, you know, part-time job and into like full-time trading. I would say I was already full-time trading, because for those of you that know my story, know that I changed my schedule at work before I quit. So I was primarily trading full-time through the week, and then mostly working like Thursday nights into Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays, and then Mondays. So I was like primarily trading like Tuesday, Wednesdays, Thursdays. That's why I trade Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays now. I was like primarily just doing that, and then working on the days that I wasn't trading. But like what allowed me to do that was like investments. It was my Bitcoin bag, it was my Tesla bag, it was my Apple bag that allowed me to be like, alright, well, I have like a large enough cushion that even if the market corrected, I was like, I'm still gonna be okay, like for what my expenses were at the time. So I was thinking like everybody wants to quit because like, oh, I want to make $7,000 a month trading, and it's like, it's great, and you're gonna have months where you make $7,000, but you're gonna have the month where you lose $2,500, or you lose $5,000, or you only make $300. It's like at the end of the month, you might be like look back and be like, damn, my P&L is only plus 300, and that doesn't make you a bad trader. That's just the month you had. It sucks. It's like selling cars. Sometimes you might sell 5 cars. Sometimes you might fucking sell 30. It's just the way it is. Your income has ebbs and flows. And the investment accounts help with that. At least the peace of mind to be like, you know, if things don't go well for a little bit, I'm gonna be okay. Too many people are like, oh yeah, I made $3,000 last month and I make $1,500 at my job, so I'm gonna quit. I'm like, that's a move. That's a move. It's a choice for sure. It's a choice for sure. It was the best mentorship I ever gotten, was how to properly quit my job. It was the best advice I've ever received in trading, was the proper way to slowly leave. Better off changing your job first to a less intense, more flexible schedule. Even if you hate it, doesn't matter if you hate it. Get the fuck over it. Like, doesn't matter if you gotta work like an Amazon warehouse at nights to free up your mornings. Like, if that's what you gotta do, I mean, that's what you gotta do. It's just, you know, it's all depending on how devoted you are to it. Alright, this stupid fucking thing is just ranging, not giving us what we want. Kinda pissing me off. Not pissing me off, but kinda wishing since we were live to the public, I could take an actual trade here and actually execute. Gold hasn't done a goddamn thing this morning. She's as useless as can be. Oil is doing everything in the world, which doesn't allow us to trade her. So that sucks. I mean, maybe some of these other ones look better. S&P, nope. Look at that. She's done not a goddamn thing, man. US 30, not a thing. That's just awesome. I made 800 today on both XFAs. Yeah, that's beautiful. Beautiful, bro. Matt, how long have you had those XFAs, bro? I'm surprised they haven't, you haven't got moved to live yet? I know they have, like, a very clear pathway to live now, too. So it's possible they slowed down. Trust me, not that you want it. You don't want it. Trust me, if anything, do whatever you can to not get moved to live. It's not as cool as it sounds. Here, I'll tell you. Here's the only benefit of being moved to live on a prop firm equals the flex on X. That's how we'll put that. That's the only benefit. So you can go to social media and be like, I'm a fucking live trader, haha. It's like, but from most firms, it's fucking stupid. It's more restrictive. It's annoying. There's no tax benefits, so having a more restrictive account with no benefits is stupid. It's retarded. It's not cool. I pulled over 60,000 from a Top Step Live account, so if you think my opinion doesn't matter, well, fuck you, because I'm still in like at least the top 100 earners on Top Step. So I'm telling you from personal experience, it's fucking trash. I told Top Step it's trash. They said thank you for the feedback, and we'll eventually hope they make it better. I will never stop trashing that account. I really until they give people tax benefits, you'll never hear the end of it from me. I promise you. After how much I dished out last year, you'll never hear the end of it from me. Versus how much I would have had if they just given me a different form. That's the main argument. It's like an 8% difference, which is enough to annoy me. Well, here's what you get. So I don't know if you guys know do you guys know what the tax benefits of an actual futures account is? Tax benefits of a futures account, I think it's 40-60, right? It's 40% long term, 60% short term. So it's like a portion, pretty much almost half, right? A good portion of your profits are taxed at a lower tax rate, the long term tax rate. When you are on a prop firm account, which again it's a little different, but when you're on a prop firm account, you're a contracted employee, so you don't get these benefits, right? So you're just paying the 1099 rates, which is like not the same thing as these in any capacity anyway. It's also a different rate, but you pay that rate, right? Whatever you fall under for that. So you're not getting the benefits of potentially lower tax rates. So what I would encourage you to do is like I would tell you what I did to do the math. I mean, you could also just call your CPA, but you could figure this out with one prompt into ChatGPT. You can just go into ChatGPT and be like, I made this much money on my prop firm account as a 1099 contracted employee. What would I have made if I got the benefits from the tax futures tax rates? And it'll tell you the difference, and you'll be surprised how much of a difference it is. Again, some people might look at it and be like, oh, this doesn't matter. But it really depends on what you do the math with. Because if you do the math with $1,000, yeah, you're probably like gonna brush it off. But go run the math, close to 6 figures, and tell me you wouldn't be like a little bit more annoyed. Because some people just they see small number and they're like, they just don't think big enough. They don't realize it scales. So yeah, in your personal account, you just have better tax benefits, and that's the point that people make. Is like, why would I go live with a firm versus going live for myself? Like, why wouldn't I just take all the money out of the firm and put it in my own account? All right, Nasdaq still moving up, which is kind of annoying. Like I said, she hasn't really done anything that's worth trading on today. I crashed out, lost 3 XFAs, 5 Apex challenges. Oh, who cares about challenges? Went through a rough patch. These are new XFAs. Okay. Hey, bro, it happens. When stuff is going on in real life, trading becomes infinitely more difficult. You see, I still have that conversation with ChatGPT. Can't believe your YM survived this. It was an Apex PA 300k. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't used Apex. I think it was like I want to say January that I did like an Apex challenge. And I just really, at the time, I really didn't like the trailing drawdown. I would say at that time, I also didn't fully have my risk management plan down for futures. Now I don't think it would be as much of an annoyance, because I probably wouldn't be risking enough. But a trailing drawdown really does just annoy me to my core. I just don't feel like you should be punished for like losing unrealized money. I just think it's dumb. I feel like if I'm up $5,000 and I want to set my in-stop profit, you know, to like 1,500 or 1,800, that should be my fucking choice. The fact that it draws down from 5,000 to 2,000 and I lose my account even though it's all profits, I think is just fucking stupid. If that's the way it still works. That's how it worked when I was there before, and I always thought that was the world's dumbest thing. I don't know. It ruins like my scaling plan from like if I'm in an Asian session trade, because I will aggressively add on to an Asian session trade and keep just like my break even stop trailing, and I'll just take the worst entry. And by doing that, I can have a decent amount of contracts on, and I can very easily get trailed out of something. So I always thought that was stupid. Just like the consistency rule. The consistency rule is stupid. It does nothing. There's no benefit to a trader. It's all beneficial to the firm. I don't mind rules if they're also somewhat benefit to the trader. Somewhat. Again, like Top Step has like the rule like 5 trading days of $200. Like that's a kind of like a consistent. It is a consistency rule. It's a consistent. You need to be, you have multiple days of profitability. But that should be like a standard goal for a trader, and it's not too much to ask. Like $200 is like that. It's you can make that off one micro. It's not a big ask. Apex running 90% off again. Well, Apex just processed 2 giant withdrawals, which is why they're 90% off, because they need the business. I think they just paid one trader 2.5, I think, which was Jade Cap, and I think they paid another trader similar, like 2.3. So they just did like $5 million in payouts to 2 people. So yeah, they definitely ran like a 90% off, because they just needed like an influx of cash. Alright, this still just running, which again is kind of annoying. Just did not give us what we wanted today. The levels that we wanted. It also hasn't really ran in terms of any sort of directional. I mean, it's up off the lows, I guess, but like I said, though, we had a good day yesterday. Not really annoyed that we're not pushing the button today. Sorry for the public people, but yeah, and you would have got break even on that if you took it again. That wasn't a trade that I was actually in. Let me just clean this chart up. We don't need this long. You know what? We can make that. Honestly, if we hold up here again, if we print something above these other highs, if we print a live OB right here, I will probably take that. Because I mean, if we're gonna play range bound and we're just gonna keep swiping up here, I mean, I'll take a sell off in the end of the day. Again, we would need a perfect confirmation though. I'm not taking this without a perfect live OB. It's wild. I didn't know you could run it up like that. Yeah, that's them catering to like the will of Apex to like each degree. So like they ran up those accounts over however long that took them. I mean, I don't know. It's like they're trading 20 accounts. Again, you make 10K. It's a pretty fucking good day. So 200K a day. So a couple good days, and then I think they had to hit whatever the consistency rule is there. I don't know. They need X amount of days, or I really don't know how it works. Again, I don't trade there. I don't pretend to know their rules that deep. I could tell you about every rule on Top Step. Cannot tell you about every rule on Apex. But yeah, they met all the requirements, which I know are like somewhat annoying. Like you definitely need like 30 days or something. But yeah, they ran it up like that, man, and they paid it out. So I mean, Apex got the cash flow. They definitely took a fucking hit with that, but generally speaking, they have the cash flow. Alright, let's see if something prints up here. Let me just see if any of these other ones look maybe better. Nah, US 30 actually looks like it just wants to continue up. S&P also playing this little pocket here. Are we holding under this? We took it all. Yeah, we'll see if anything develops here. If somebody could watch the S&P ES, for me that'd be great, so I could just kind of focus on NASDAQ here. Again, they'll do similar stuff, but it's always good, just I'll forget. And if nothing forms in the next 15 minutes in this very specific spot, then I'm probably off this. With just no executions today. Which I know some people struggle to just not push the button at all, but I would say you're probably not a profitable trader if you're pushing the button every day. Statistically speaking, there's maybe 0.2 out of every 100 people that can do that. It's less than 1. It's less than 1 for sure. Yeah, swept the high. Yeah, I'm just waiting on some confirmations here. Alright, 3 minutes in, engulfing possible, volume's still kinda low. 3-minute candles, have a minute left in them, engulfing definitely possible here. Volume, also still possible. If there's 3-minute engulfs, I might actually also execute on this. If we get the double confirmation with the 3 and the 5-minute, that'd be really nice. Okay, engulfing definitely possible here. Volume's still a little low though. Alright, getting the engulfing. Let's see if we get the volume. Without the volume spiking higher though, we don't got nothing here. 5 minutes not ticking up either. Are we gonna get it? We might actually get it here. See how you close, because a lot can happen in the final 2 seconds. See like this, where it doesn't close as an engulfing. Well, not gonna close as an engulfing. Alright, we'll wait for the 5-minute close then. This still doesn't have the volume behind it though. We get anything on lower time frames? No, not really.
I start to feel it, my heart is beating.
I haven't made much from trading, only like 5k this year. I mean, that's like still not bad. I mean, I get on top of like work and everything. I mean, it's, you know. Again, do you want it to be more? Sure, but I mean, if you're gross positive 5k, I mean, you're already in like the 98th percentile of traders, so definitely don't sweat it. Consider yourself lucky and consider yourself like blessed enough to say, I've only made 5k. You know, it's like some people out here struggling to say they even made anything. So yeah, never. Shit, it's like even at the end of the year, you only make 5-7k. I mean, like obviously that's, you know, you can't live off that, but you know, you tack that on top of your 50k a year job, you give yourself a little 10% bonus. All right, doesn't look like we're gonna get the 5-minute live OB either. Yeah, this looks like we're not gonna get it. It's all good. Market just doesn't want to play nice. ES printed. Did it. Yeah, I mean, ES is looking to do it, man. So you got the 3-minute. It's got the 5-minute. I don't know, Eric, what do you say? Do we take the ES trade? What do you say, brother? Do we try? 5-minute printed too? Take it for science? I'll take it for science if you want to take it for science. Look for a new low on the day, maybe? I don't know. How we feeling? What's the 3-minute look like? Retesting. Let's see if we hold below on the 3-minute. If we hold below on the 3-minute, I'll look to take it. If this retest candle holds. Oh, this is almost closed already. And Q messing around. I don't know. You guys, if you guys feel like we should take it. I mean, it just did technically hold below. We can wait for a 5-minute confirmation. No, I don't like that we didn't print it on all. Yeah, Nasdaq is saying no. Nasdaq's like, y'all are out of your fucking mind if you think. Nasdaq said, y'all out of your fucking mind if you think I'm gonna drop. Yes, I don't know. Unless this 5-minute closes below, I don't think we could trust it. I think Nasdaq is screaming, don't trust that though. I'm still open to take it. I mean, if Nasdaq holds below here, I'm still open to taking it on Nasdaq. Again, I don't typically trade ES, but Nasdaq is screaming to me no. It sucks that we missed our potential buys. Again, I would have loved below here. I would have loved for us to sweep this, then take the buys, as I've told you guys many times on this stream already. Sucks that we didn't get it. And then even then, there was like we could have took it this 1-minute live OB. We could have played this. But again, I told you guys, I really just did not like that candle. I still don't like it. I just despise the fact that it is working out. I still very much don't like the way that opened. Alright, again, I'm gonna give this to about 10:45. If nothing prints, then you guys know we out of here with no trade today. And I'll wrap up my. Actually, I don't know, man. Maybe we do something tomorrow. I mean, it is unemployment tomorrow. I mean, would you guys be down for like a morning stream? I don't know if I'll do it publicly, but for those of you that are, you know, supposed to be on this stream, I don't know, I might look to. I might do like an early quick. I just wanna watch unemployment tomorrow. Cause I really wanna see if it ticks up. And usually we can find a good session. Usually we can find a good trade into or out of the data highs as well on days like tomorrow. I don't know. I'll consider it. If we do it in the community, I'll let you guys know by like tonight. It all depends on what time I get to sleep. I haven't been waking up before 8:30, so I've been waking up like at 8:30. So it's like if I don't get to bed early, then it's gonna be rough. Yeah, that would be awesome. Alright, I mean, I'll consider. I'll consider. If I do it at 8:30 though, it's gonna be probably quick. Yeah, these things are just pushing. Ah, it sucks. We didn't get our buy today. Oh, Bitcoin pushing 96. Fucking beautiful, beautiful. You know what's so funny about Bitcoin is like you won't like right now it's like pretty quiet, which is funny considering we're only like 13% off the all-time high. You probably won't hear people talking about Bitcoin again until, I mean, maybe when it breaks back into 100k, because that's like such a significant like price level. Like, oh, Bitcoin broke back above 100k, so probably at 100k. If I'm honest with you. But it's just so funny to me that like people wait for it to break back higher. I mean, like this move from like below 80. You know, this is like a 20% gain. Like what the like. But everybody's quiet on it, man. Yeah, NQ taking the highs here again. Yeah, like I said, man, I don't think I want to try to fight this. I mean, we missed our buying opportunity, which sucks. This is not a trade that we took either, because it never held below. Gold is like maybe the only thing that's still, yeah, and it never even made it where I wanted it to make it to buy. Yeah, man, we're just missing our levels. Things are just range bound, not grabbing enough liquidity. Oh, we could maybe do that too. That's actually a better idea. We should go live for Asian session tonight. See if we can catch something before the news. That's really what we should do. Is see if we can catch an Asian session and then not even worry about the news tomorrow. Just fucking literally just sleep right through it. That's what we should do. Well, we should watch a movie tonight. I'm open to movie suggestions. So if you have a movie suggestion, throw it in the Discord or something, and maybe we'll watch a movie, and we'll stalk some Asian session trades. I did tell you guys if we're gonna do Asian session, we gotta do it the day of the Asian session before a news event. So this would be perfect. Yeah, and there's really no important overnight news until that either. We could definitely do that. Alright, I'm just gonna I'm giving this just a few more minutes here and see if she prints something. But again, I kinda doubt it. Alright, we got some action up here. Alright, I just want to see how this 3-minute candle closes. So if this does close down as an engulfing, then we got another opportunity here. 30 seconds, I doubt it. Need the Abel and Skag reunion. I mean, I don't know if we'll ever stream together. I don't even know what he's really been up to. I don't know if he's even been streaming in a community or. I know what he was doing in like private. I'm not gonna put that out there because I don't know if he has. But outside of that, like, I don't really know what he's been doing on like the public side of things. We got no engulfing, no higher volume, so that's nice. Let me just see if the S&P did anything. I don't know, man. I kind of still do like fading off from here, because I don't really think we continue to push. I think we get the range-bound day, but there's really nothing for me to execute on, so I can't bring myself to actually do it button-wise. I would just be breaking a rule. Q filled the daily wick. That's what I'm saying. Like, the POI is great, but I mean, if I'm going to do execute on a non-engulfing lower volume candle, I just can't bring myself to do that. Yeah, I don't know, fam. I'm gonna wrap up my day there. I'm profitable on the week. There's really no reason for me to continue to kind of sit there and take pointless trades. Sorry we didn't get any trades today. You know, again, I'm not a market maker. With that being said, family, that's where you guys can go to get more live streams where we actually do this all throughout the week. And then if you just want some good quality, mostly on-time news, headlines, stuff that's useful, then hop in the little Telegram there. It's just news, breaking news, headlines, updates, important shit to know. You guys know, Trump's always speaking, you can't keep up with him. That Telegram chat, that keeps up with him. It's all AI powered, scrapes a bunch of sources, and then pushes that out to y'all. But yeah, that being said, family, I'm gonna wrap up my day. I'm not gonna lose any money today, pointlessly. No need for that. Love and appreciate y'all. It's your boy Skag. I'm fucking out of here.
Lose my mind within. Your presence is so godly.